Hi, my name is Stevan, and in this video I'm going to walk you through the mapping that I made for Ctrl F1. So basically this is default mapping with 3 additional pad modes, which are replacing the master, edit and color option. So you are pressing shift and these 3 buttons to engage and disengage. But before going through the pad modes, I want to show you that this is basically the play button now. It's missing on the controller, we don't have dedicated button, so I choose this one to be our play button. So as you know, default mapping works polyphonically, which means you can trigger multiple slots. However, if we hold shift and press sync, with the deck playing, this button is going to flash to indicate the mode is on. And now if you press any of these buttons, you will see that it automatically disengages other slots. And it also works as quantized. If we disable quantize, it's going to trigger instantly. If we enable it, and let's maybe choose different size, let's say 4 bits. You will see that it works perfectly fine with compensation. Okay, let's now stop this and show you another function of the monophonic mode. So once this deck is playing and the button is flashing, you can press capture button to capture 16 beats from the above deck. So in this case we have
right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now, the Funk Soul Brother.
Those 16 bits in deck A. I'm going to press this capture button and you will notice that these cells are going to be repopulated.
Now, right about now. The funk soul brother. Check it out now. The funk soul brother. Right about now. The funk soul brother. Check it out now. The funk soul brother. The funk soul brother, right about now. Right about now. Right about now. The funk soul brother. Right about now. Right about now. Bunk soul now.
Okay, so as you may notice, these samples are playing in loops.
Right about now.
We can change it by holding the sample and press size button. Now if I trigger,
now. Right about now. Right about now. Right about now.
You can also hold multiple and change.
Brother. Right about now. The funk's so brother. Check it out now. The funk's so brother.
We now made one-shot samples out of loops. Also, you can hold and press type button to change the trigger type. So as I hold the button, it's going to play whole sample, and if I tap it, it's going to play as long as the button is pressed. Let's change it back.
Right about now. Right about now.
Also, we can hold Shift and press Capture button to delete entire sample page. And I'm going to walk you through the other 4 sample pages to show you that it works with each of them. And also we can delete each sample page. By holding Shift and pressing Sync button, we are disengaging the monophonic mode. The scene launch mode allows us to trigger entire row of samples by pressing only one pad in each row. So to enable it, we are going to hold Shift and press Quantize. And with DEC playing, we will see that this button flashes. So if I now press, let's say, this pad, it's going to enable entire row. Let's disable quantization for this one. We can also enable quantization. Let's change size to 4 bits.
The only thing that holds you down is the only thing that holds you down is gravity. Time does not exist. Systems locked. Recharge your battery.
With pattern recorder, we can trigger one-shots and record them in a sequence of 4 bits. So if we now hold Shift and press reverse, it's going to start the recorder, and this bottom row will indicate its length and basically that the recorder is running. So if we now press one of these pads, it's going to record our samples and repeat them in a pattern. So let's now add so I made a mistake here, and now I want to change this. I can do it by pressing this button on this sample slot. I made a mistake again. Okay, I like that. So if I now want to change this sound, I can hold until this button starts to flash and then turn the encoder. Okay, let's keep this sample. If I press now this browse button, it's going to mute the sequence. So these samples are not going to play anymore, but the pattern recorder is still running. So this is my easy mute and play button. Same as this. If we now disengage the recorder, you will notice that samples are still going to trigger. And now we can change the sound or overdub. Let's activate the recorder again. If we now mute the recorder and deactivate it, nothing is going to play. And if we now enable it again, nothing is going to play until we unmute it before. Also, if I press this bottom row, I can remove the sequence. So nothing is playing now until I add the sequence again. We can also hold all 4 buttons and change all 4 sounds simultaneously.